Department meeting for July 20th, 2022, called to order. Please stand for the pledge. I pledge
allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call, Ashley.
Mr. Wilkening?
Yes.
Ms. Stevens?
Yes.
Mr. Sharp?
Here.
Mr. Gatto?
Here.
Mr. Salatis?
Here.
Mr. Deutschmeyer?
Here.
Ms. Abernathy, President.
Thank you. We begin with the minutes of the June 15th, 2022 public meeting. Do we have a motion to approve those minutes?
I'll second.
Okay. Motion by Denny, second by Colleen. Roll call.
Ms. Stevens?
Yes.
Mr. Wilkening?
Yes.
Mr. Sharp?
Yes. Motion carries 3-0. Thank you. New business, 6911 West 131st Avenue, J&D Sun Reynolds LLC. Do we have anybody? Okay, yes. Just name and address for everybody.
James Ramsey, 6911 West 131st Avenue.
Thank you.
Yes.
Yeah, yes. He was speaking softly, but it's on him. Okay, so what are we doing? You get a permit?
I did get the permit. I got it today, and the house that I am selling, I got a offer to purchase. So
Okay.
that's going to free up some money.
Okay, so you'll have some money to...
Oh yeah, definitely.
To fix it up, and,
Yes.
I mean, that's your plan, right?
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
I got like 3 questions for Tony, if that's all right.
Okay, sure, yeah.
If I have like the OSB goes over the planks, is that all right on the top? You know, like the old roofs have.
On the roof?
Yes.
Yeah, that'd be okay, as long as the rafters aren't rotted,
Okay.
and you're not putting, sheeting over the planking, over rotted rafters.
Okay.
And that's, yeah.
That was one. And then the other one was the storm and ice shield, since it's a living. Do I need to put ice shield around the first roof paper edge? Or, because like the guy at Home Depot was like, he doesn't know whether it was or wasn't, but since it's not, I'm saying, I'll just ask.
I think it would be fine, since it's not in the attached garage, it's an accessory structure.
I think that's, those are my two questions.
Okay,
So
you're
your
good.
permit today, right?
Yep.
Got the permit today, and you'll be starting on it, how?
I'll be starting on it tomorrow.
Okay, good,
It's a
okay.
90-day permit.
Yeah.
90 days, okay,
Okay.
super.
Okay, and then the other one was like, one is on the outside, because it's an older building and you got the wood siding, can I just put wood siding over, like remove the old wood siding and put new wood siding, or do I have to put OSB on the 2x4s and studs?
What type of wood siding? Another panel type of material?
It's just regular wood siding. You can see, like, through the garage, you can see the siding.
Okay, if it's horizontal slats, like your typical siding, it'll need OSB sheeting first.
Okay.
That's what gives the garage its structure.
All right, that's it.
Okay.
Greg, can you, you say you got a 90-day permit?
Yeah.
Could you report back in 60 days?
Sure.
Just let us
Give
know
us
what
an
your
update.
progress is.
Sure.
Okay?
Yes.
Yeah, so we'll see you September, whatever that date might be, and I don't know what it is.
Ashley, do you know what the date was in September?
17th?
21st.
That's what I was gonna say, 21st?
Okay.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
Good luck, hope everything goes well.
September 21st.
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 Same time, same place.
Yep.
All right. You guys have a good rest of your day.
You too,
Okay,
thank
I
you.
hope so, thank you.
Just for clarity's sake for the record, I would just make a motion that you just move it to an update item with the property owner to report back at the September meeting.
Okay, so we'll make a motion to move it and report back on September 1st.
Motion by Colleen, second by Danny.
Ms. Stevens?
Yes.
Mr. Wilkening?
Yes.
Mr. Sharp?
Yes, motion carries 3-0. Thank you, Ryan.
Yeah.
Number 2, 7424 West 140th Place, Grays. We've proceeded with demo stuff, last meeting, and has Tim had a chance to get out there yet, Chris, and, Nottingham? Or something else come up?
We have a few updates
Oh,
on that particular
Oh, I
one.
see. Of course we do.
A lot has transpired, shall we say. I have the final orders here ready for Tony's signature. We're waiting on getting a little bit of information from the meeting minutes to make sure that the orders were accurate, because this most likely will become the subject of a judicial review proceeding. So that'll be set for Tony's signature, go and post at the property, be off and running there. Our recommendation would be, once this is signed, assuming it's today's date, it'd be held off for 31 days until any activity is taken by Tim or anyone else, because they have 30 days to file their judicial review petition in the Lake Superior Circuit Court. However, besides the fact that this order wasn't entered as of yet, probably 6 days, I want to say, 7 days after the last meeting, Ms. Graves, by and through her attorney, already filed a lawsuit against the town, generally kind of relating to this, kind of relating to Generis' situation, relating to things that happened 3 years ago.
This is the South End attorney?
Correct.
Okay.
It's a small 99-paragraph complaint.
Okay.
That
Good.
also addresses various alleged public records deficiencies. Subsequent to that, about a week later, she filed a complaint with the Public Access Counselor as well, related to those same or similar public access deficiencies. So they have maybe intentionally muddied the waters as of this point in time. But to keep this thing on the straight and narrow, we just need the order entered, posted, we'll get service out. The one thing I would note that Ms. Sweat made a comment on at the prior meeting was Ms. Graves claimed she didn't have a copy of the unsafe premises report. We generally include that with the orders. The statute doesn't necessarily require it, but Tony, the only note I would make is that when you go and serve this, make sure you put the unsafe premises report with it. And I believe this one also calls for an attachment of the prior May 18th order as well. So those 3 items should all be together, posted with it. And if you can just send me copies of them, because we'll do all the mailings from there. We've also added in, aside from Courtney Sweat, 2 other tax sale entities and people that we've learned of their involvement subsequent to this. One of them, Sharice Crossley, apparently purchased one of the parcels. My understanding is the parcel that she purchased and actually has a deed to right now does not contain any structures on it. The other parcel that had the house and does have the garage is currently in the redemption period, which was purchased by Wintering LLC. My understanding is the redemption period for that is going to expire in probably about 2 months. So presumably a new purchaser is going to come in and get their deed, but of course, you know, the tax sale process takes some time. The redemption period will take us through September. They probably won't get a deed until December, maybe January-ish. So the only thing to really keep in mind is odds aren't really good that we'll be able to recover the cost for demolition of the garage. But regardless, the end goal will have been achieved. It's also very likely that as a consequence of the tax sale to Wintering LLC, the prior judgment that we had against the property for the demolition of the house is probably going to be dissolved, if you will, through the tax sale process as well. So in terms of recouping the cost, probably not much, but you know, unless and until they file a petition for judicial review on this particular order, 31 days from today, full steam ahead.
Okay.
Of course, given everything that's occurred to date,
Yeah.
I would expect a secondary lawsuit or an amendment of a current lawsuit to include all of this. So it would increase.
Which could delay.
Yeah, I mean, then we're stuck
Yeah.
in the courts until there's a decision from the court. Like I said, the other interesting note is the fact that the parcel that had the house and that has the garage is currently in the redemption period, which is set to expire in a couple of months. So I have no idea how they intend to maintain a lawsuit if they don't have the property redeemed or a decision before the redemption period ends, because at that point in time, they're going to theoretically lose any interest in the property.
Okay. All right.
Just a
Thanks
little
for the
bit.
update, Brian, yeah. Is it in anybody's court yet? Has it gone through?
The original lawsuit filing occurred in Bruce Parent's court.
Of course it did, yeah.
We entered our appearance and have moved for change of venue from the judge, which has been granted. We've been in communications with Attorney Sweat to try to get that into a new court.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
we have 7 days from yesterday to agree on a judge that it'll land in front of.
Okay. All right, so what,
I have one question, that's all.
Mr. President,
yes, David?
we recommend no other discussion out here.
No other discussion because of the court case, impending court case?
We just heard a
Yeah.
report about 2 lawsuits, the third coming,
Yeah.
and administrative proceedings. We're kind of done
Okay.
talking about this in
I was
public.
just gonna say she's still living there,
I
so.
thank you for that.
Yeah, that's all I want to say, because you told the lawyer you're supposed to tell her she can't live there, and she still is, so.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you, Dave. Ryan, what's the recommendation we?
I think at this point in time, since the board's already agreed to enter the order affirming,
Yeah.
I'll get it to Tony for signature tonight. I think it just gets moved on to an update item for now.
Okay.
Pending what happens in the next 30 days plus.
Want to vote on the update? Should we vote on the update?
Yeah, I would, just for clarity's sake.
Okay.
Okay, I'll make a motion to move the graves to the update item.
Okay,
That's
thanks,
mine.
Colleen.
Second.
Motion by Colleen, second by Denny.
Ms. Sheehan?
Yes.
Mr. Wilkins?
Yes.
Mr. Sharp?
Yes. Okay, update in 30 days, or whenever it is. August 17th, so it'll be 27 days, maybe 28 days. Number 3, 13336 Lamore Street, Vogel.
They received their permit, and the garage was about half demolished on Monday.
Oh, these are the sheds, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so you say it started, Tony?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I would imagine they have it finished by today or tomorrow,
Okay,
so he went ahead and did his thing.
okay, good, good.
So we can update it, I don't know,
Yeah, we might move that to an
Make sure
update,
that-
just,
Yeah,
make sure it's done.
yeah.
yeah, and cleaned up
Yeah.
all the way.
Let's move
Okay,
this
so
to
I'll make a
update.
motion to move this to the update for next month.
Second.
Motion by Colleen, second by Denny.
Ms. Sheehan?
Yes.
Mr. Wilkins?
Yes.
Mr. Sharp?
Yes, motion carries 3-0. Okay. All righty. 7120 West 132nd Place, Cubel. Now there's, maybe it's sold, is that what we're hearing?
Mr. Kubel is online via Zoom.
Okay,
Right.
He doesn't show muted.
Mr. Cubel? Hello? Mr. Cubel, can you hear us? Okay.
It's apparently showing that he does not have a microphone.
That would make it difficult, then, huh?
Yeah.
Well, it'd be tough to proceed very much with this, with no microphone. But we think he's,
He stopped in last week. He did tell me that he is under contract to sell. The anticipated closing date is Friday.
this Friday?
This
coming Friday? Okay.
I don't know if it's anything past that.
Should we leave this on and
Yeah.
follow up in a month, see whether or not the
Yeah,
property is transferred?
we'll just leave this on, so.
Because either way you look at transfers, somebody's gonna have to deal with that problem.
Is that Gary Kubel?
Yes, it is. Yeah, we can just leave this on until next month. Okay. Moving to number 58120 Lakeshore Drive, Shane's Bar and Grill. Chris, do you have anything or nothing, or?
I don't know if we need to vote on that last item, just.
Oh, should we vote on it?
Yeah, just move to
keep it
continue
going?
it to next month.
Okay, we'll just defer to next month.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
so I'll make a motion to defer to next month, to August.
Thank you.
Second.
Second by Denny.
Ms. Sheehan?
Yes.
Mr. Wilkening?
Yes.
Mr. Sharp?
Yes. Motion carries 3-0, deferred to next month, okay? Now we can move to 8120 Lakeshore Drive, Shane's Bar and Grill.
Shane's Bar, I've talked to at least three different people who've come into my office claiming that they're in the process of buying that property to see what can be done there. Currently, the GIS still shows the original owner is the property owner, and I've been told that he's in poor health and have not been able to make contact yet.
By the original owner, do you mean about Shane?
Yeah.
Mr. Shane, okay, yeah. Okay. Do you have any recommendations, Ryan?
Well, at the board's direction last month, we ran title on the property.
Yes, we did, yeah.
So we got all that back. There's nothing really significant that shows up. The only sort of outside entity other than the town and the treasurer and the auditor that appeared was DeMott State Bank because there's a mortgage interest in it.
Still a mortgage, okay.
So, you know, DeMott might have something to say when and if we get this going, but, I mean, at this stage, if the owner's in poor health and there's just people sniffing around, it's probably recommended to proceed with the issuance of the order for demolition. Then everyone will get notice and somebody can show up next month and say what they want to do or what they're planning on doing.
I would agree with that.
Let's do that for
Yeah.
sure.
That might speed things up.
Yeah, we'll find out something anyway. Okay, we have a motion to issue
Motion to issue
demo
demo order.
Yeah. Thanks, Colleen. Second by Denny. Roll call?
Ms. Sheehan?
Yes.
Mr. Wilkening?
Yes.
Mr. Sharp?
Yes, motion carries 3-0. Okay. Very good. Maybe. 13716 Birch Street, Blanton. They were gonna be here, but they can't be here.
He reached out to me this morning. He unfortunately cannot attend. He is taking care of his ill brother. He told me he has every intention on fixing up the property. He planned to do it last year, but unfortunately he fell in poor health and he's just now getting better. He's looking at September, getting together plans and starting a renovation process. He's wanting to either sell the property or rent it.
Okay, they don't have any permits to do anything right now. Is that correct? Okay. Want to give him 30 days and see what happens?
Yeah, he needs to come in next
Yeah,
month,
we need to see him next month.
for sure.
I will communicate that to the owner.
I'll make a motion to appear.
And in these circumstances, I think probably the best approach would be if the board directs the town to issue notices to appear.
Yeah.
This kind of goes back to our prior issue with Ms. Graves, and they're claiming that they didn't know of anything. I think the more paperwork that we have in the file,
We can,
informing them of the proceedings, is probably the better.
yeah, we can get paperwork.
I did
Thanks,
send
Brian.
him a certified and did get the green card
Okay.
back from him.
I would just continue to do that. If
Okay.
you want them here,
Yeah,
formal
we
notices
need to-
should be
We need to
sent.
see him, yes, absolutely.
Yeah, so I need to make a
Make a motion
motion.
to appear, yeah.
I'll make a motion to have them appear at the August meeting.
August meeting, yeah. Thanks, Colleen. Thanks, Denny. Roll call?
Ms. Sheehan?
Yes.
Mr. Wilkening?
Yes.
Mr. Sharp?
Yes. Motion carries 3-0. Hopefully everybody's feeling better.
And just to tie up one other item on that,
Yes,
we
sir.
do have title back and a demo order ready if things go south with Mr. Glenn.
Okay, very good. Thanks, Ryan.
Good to know.
14407 Fairbanks Prairie Oak Holdings, LLC. Where'd we leave off? Ashley, you have anything?
Title work as of last meeting.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, this is the one where they tried to, I don't know what they tried to do.
I sent them a certified mailing as well and received the green card back today from that property as well. I've not heard or gotten any contact from them.
Okay.
This one was kind of unusual in that the property's been transferred 3 times in the last probably 18 months.
Okay.
Because on our title report, it showed up judgments against an owner that owned it 3 parties ago.
Wow.
So there's been a quick succession of change in ownership. Went from an individual to an entity, I think, called NWI Holdings. and then it was transferred to this Prairie Oak Holdings
Yeah.
shortly thereafter. They're still in good standing with the Indiana Secretary of State. They have a registered agent over in Valparaiso, so we have the demo orders prepared to go out to the property owner, and you know, if they want to do something, they want to continue on whatever they tried to do there, then they need to show up next month and explain to the board what their intentions are.
But they don't have any permits or anything either, right?
That's my understanding, correct.
Right.
They don't have anything to do with Tony or Chris, yeah.
I don't know that the town would permit those activities.
A demo, that would be
Got it.
what we would permit.
Do we want to make a motion to appear again, one?
Well, I have the demo order ready, if that's what we
Okay,
want
let's
to
do
do.
the demo,
Do
let's
the
do the
demo.
demo, I agree, okay,
I'll get them going.
yeah,
Yeah.
make a motion to issue that,
I'll make a motion to issue the demo.
okay. Motion to demo, second by Denny,
Ms. Sheehan?
Yes.
Mr. Wilkening?
Yes.
Mr. Sharp?
yes. Motion carries 3-0, okay. Okay, possible unsafe. 9320 West 142nd Avenue, Midland Trust Company,
It is unsafe.
and it is unsafe.
That's what my report, reading says.
Yeah. Has title work been completed on this, Ryan?
No, this is the first time this one's
Oh,
been on the
this is just,
agenda, to my knowledge.
okay,
Yeah, this one's new.
okay.
And,
I don't know what
yeah,
it is. I don't know if it's, I assume it's like a water treatment or something. I
this
don't
is
know.
awful.
What is it, Tony?
What's that? On one of the pictures, there's some sort of a flue pipe that's, I'm not sure what it is. Yeah.
The one that's coming out at a 45-degree angle?
Yeah,
Mhm, yeah.
yeah, slightly improper.
I also put my washing machine next to the stairs.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That was everything.
Yeah. Mid-century modern, isn't it?
Smith in the toilet in the front yard.
The original complaint was about the garage, which I've been past his house a couple times, walked around it a few times before that. Tim had stopped someone doing their partial remodel in there without a permit, in 2019 or 2020, something like that. I don't remember if I put that in the report or not, but, just taking pictures through the windows, you could tell someone began work in there and
Something,
has
yeah.
not done anything, so.
For a long time.
Right.
What should we do?
I don't know, can we
For
go-
the title work or what?
Yeah, the first step, of course, is
Yeah.
to get the title work ordered
do
on
that.
this particular
Yeah.
piece of property.
Okay, I'll make a motion to get the title work going on it.
Motion by Colleen, second by Denny for title work.
Ms. Sheehan?
Yes.
Mr. Wilkening?
Yes.
Mr. Sharp?
Yes. Motion carries 3-0. Okay. Yeah, that's an interesting, deal. Number 27109 West 128th Avenue.
That was kind of
Okay.
by my own merit.
Oh, okay, okay.
Tim and I had to stop by the house next door.
And so it's back.
You seen?
Caught your
okay.
eye?
What's that now?
This one caught your eye also?
Yes.
And I have two more to add, but I don't have the address.
The one next door is owned by the same gentleman.
Oh, okay, okay.
And, it was pretty much just built on the ground like a shed. And he tried to rebuild it that way and we stopped him. And that made me curious about the house next door, which he also owns, which is this one, which is, you know, I looked through the window and the ceiling is falling in, the insulation is falling out. There's a boat lift on the property. It seems like some of these people just use the property as a store their
Yeah.
boats.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the same with the next one in line. It's you know, his boat sat there all winter. It's like they want to own the property just kind of for storage. So, the house is definitely in poor shape. I can put a report together for that one for
Okay.
the next meeting
Yeah.
if we want
Yeah.
to contact him,
Let's do that.
you know, to get him here.
Thanks, Tony, yeah.
Sure.
you need a motion for Tony to do a review?
Yeah, I think the motion there would
More
be
paperwork, the better.
to have the unsafe premises report issued, and if you guys want to issue the notice to appear to
Yeah, the
the
next
owner
meeting.
and see if he'll come in.
Okay.
Okay, so I'll make a motion to get the unsafe report and to, order him to come in August.
Thank you, Colleen. Motion by Colleen, second by Denny.
Ms. Sheehan?
Yes.
Mr. Wilkening?
Yes.
Mr. Sharp?
Yes. Motion carries 3-0. 12901 Hilltop.
You may be familiar with that. If you've driven down Hilltop and turned on 129th, you're very familiar with that house.
Yeah.
He got a permit last year,
Oh, that's right.
in August, I believe, and said he was gonna do this, do that, fix the foundation, and he has done absolutely nothing. And I kinda feel like I was duped in that one into, just kinda giving him a pass,
Yeah.
and I told Michelle a note to not renew the permit, not gonna give him another pass.
When
I
does
took
the permit
pictures.
expire, do you know?
Should be
Permit expires,
this month.
Ryan and I spoke about
Yeah,
that.
you said it was in August, I think.
It's in August.
Yeah, okay.
It expires, so it's got less than 30 days before it's done. I took pictures today to ready up to do the report, so I can do the report on that one too.
Okay.
Okay.
Why don't we do the same thing? Do a
Okay,
report
I'll
and
make
make
a
a motion for,
motion
to appear?
Yeah,
Is there a demolition
Yeah,
order on this?
I don't believe
Didn't that get entered and then we had some action? And was it contingent if it was?
I'd have to go back and look.
I think you're talking about a different Hilltop property.
Maybe, is this the one, by Tosh?
Yeah, I mean, it's near.
It's by where Tosh lives.
That's Randy's decision.
Is it 129th and Hilltop?
Yes,
Yeah, I had Tim go out there because I got some complaints on that and
it's
Virgin property.
legitimately
No, it's
very
a different
unsafe.
one. But the Bertram one was the one that was demoed.
I'm only asking because if we did have
Yeah.
the paper in place, maybe there was a condition and we speed this process up. That
Yeah,
That would
no,
be
I
great
understand.
if
Yeah,
there
we
was,
could,
yeah.
yeah.
That would be.
Can you research that a little bit, actually, but,
I took a look in our unsafe files and I didn't see anything, but I'll take a second look.
okay. In the meantime, we'll go ahead and do this, just so we have this covered too, okay? Yeah, because there's several over there,
Yeah, the one that we had before
we
was
got one torn down.
the one that was owned by Brown,
Yeah.
or the trust,
right.
and there was the individual
Yeah.
that was renting from him,
Oh,
that was trying to purchase it, they were doing all this
oh,
funny
yeah,
things to
yeah,
deed.
yeah, that was.
That one was demoed.
Yeah.
This is separate, different house.
okay.
Is there another one up that way, Brian? Have you heard from our friend?
Just this one.
Okay, okay, all right.
She's always looking to bend my ear.
what
Well,
about,
she can bend that, she's capable of doing that also.
what about Bob Brown that had another house on 129th? The lady came in here and complained about it and, was moving out, and they said that they would just continue to rent it.
Yeah, I think we inspected that, and that was not,
He still hasn't done, it looks like there's someone living there again, but he
Yeah.
hasn't fixed the roof yet. It's still,
well, did that get deemed unsafe though?
No.
No, you did,
no, it was
that's what I thought.
in too good a shape, unfortunately.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
so, yeah, that's that one too, Bob.
Okay, so do I need to make a motion?
Yeah, I think we should put the same thing.
Yeah, and you guys are looking to do the same thing you did for now.
Yes.
So I'll make a motion to get the report and have him appear in August.
Okay. Motion by Colleen, second by Denny.
Ms. Sheehan?
Yes.
Mr. Wilkening?
Yes.
Mr. Sharp?
Yes, motion carries 3-0.
And that, just so you guys know, would probably give us enough time where if Tony gets his report done, determines it to be unsafe, I presume the permit's going to expire around the time of the next meeting. If nothing is done at that point in time, then it'd probably be appropriate to get going on title work and sort of get it on the track to
I
have.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
I agree,
For sure.
yeah. Okay. Move to update items, 7512 West 128th Lane. Did we
Yes.
hear, oh, is that, this is deferred till August?
August 17th.
Yeah, okay, August,
So he
okay.
has his permit, he hasn't done anything yet.
Okay, so.
Okay,
But he's got his
but they got the
permit.
permit?
He's got his permit to rehab the outside.
Okay. 7020 West 139th Place. Nobody's online, are they, actually, for this one?
I don't see anybody.
These are our friends in Las Vegas, or,
They did get a Zoom invite. The updated report that you requested Tony to do is labeled item U2 on the iPad.
you too?
It's gonna be the second to bottom.
Yeah.
And wasn't this one mostly a foundation issue? Is that what their
That's
problem
not
is?
required to sell it too, and they're having trouble with that, right, Ryan?
It's all,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, it burns, so everything above ground is no good, and the foundation is trash, so everything below ground is no good.
Were they trying to sell it? Is that what they were trying to do? Or they were going to deem whether they were going to fix it up or not?
Trying to figure out whether or not they're
Yeah,
gonna
what they
fix
were
it up
gonna
or
do.
sell
but
the
they're not
foundation.
here.
No, they're not here. I think a motion to appear is, we need to know.
Weren't they supposed to
Or
be?
can we do this, can we start a demo? Ryan?
Yeah, I don't know that we've ever, we might have run title on this. I have to double check because it's changed owner's hands.
Yes, it has.
The name sounds familiar.
Yeah,
so
well,
that
he's
would-
been here before.
I was just looking at the prior owner, Sadie Crum, so I think we have, but if you guys want to sort of get it back on track, at least direct us to update the title, and we can, prep the order, or the order of demolition, you guys can issue the order to appear at the same time.
Same time?
See what their
Yeah,
plans are.
it's terrible.
Yeah.
It needs to go.
Yeah,
And they keep saying they're going to do something and do something.
Right.
They don't do it.
Probably,
last meeting, they pretty much said either they needed to demo it, or they needed to sell it, and
Yeah.
someone was gonna have to demo it.
And nothing
So-
has happened, and we don't even, they don't show
People
up.
that don't-
Right.
Yeah.
Don't show up.
this has
No.
probably drug on since I want to say October-ish of last
Yes,
year.
it was, yeah.
So it's been ongoing for a while.
Yes, it has, yeah. Yeah, yeah,
Tired of sitting week after week and month after month and
Yeah.
Yeah,
nothing
it's
happens.
just too long.
yeah.
So
Pretty-
just
Then you don't show
for
up.
clarity's sake on that one, I know it's an update item, but I would make a motion to at least move it back to your normal agenda and to direct us to get the title work and ordered. And if we already have it, I'll get it updated and have an order ready for next month's meeting.
So I'll make a motion to have 7020 West 139th Place move back to an action item and do title work.
Yeah.
And maybe even the demo order. if it's-
Yeah, the demo work if we can.
Yeah, I mean, if we do title, then I usually bring the demo orders
Yeah.
once I get the title back.
This had a demo order last year, but obviously changed hands.
Well, that's when they came in and made all these promises, I think. Motion by Colleen, second by Denny.
Ms. Sheehan?
Yes.
Mr. Luckning? Mr. Sharp?
Yes, motion carries 3-0. That's the number 2 item there, right? 7220 West 138th Place, Leonhardt.
They're working on it.
They are working on it? Okay.
Steadily
Oh, that's the
working
one
on it.
right up here, right?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, they're
Slowly but
working on it.
steadily,
Every time
they're
I
working.
drive in, yeah.
Yes.
That's good, that's
Yeah.
good. So we'll just leave it here, and we can say that every time. We'll have something to say, something positive to say at a meeting, so. We need to end on a positive.
There you
Smoke
go.
coming out of the chimney, we'll know it's done.
That's all right.
In winter time.
Yeah, if you win this time. Okay, then 6425 West 141st Ward, is it?
They have begun filling the foundation in.
Oh, have they? Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
I don't know, he was here last month, I believe, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
So they've begun filling it in.
That's right, okay.
Got it filled?
Have they had it filled? No. No, they had maybe, I don't know, 8 loads of dirt in the foundation. There were 2 outside. I imagine he's been going there and throwing it in there
He's working on
as
it.
he can. Yeah, he is working on it.
Good.
The snow fence is still around it, and he's working on filling it in.
That's right, okay. Okay, we'll just leave it where it is for right now then.
Yeah, I'll check on it before the next meeting again and see if he's still working on it. If it kind of goes stale, then I guess we'll
Okay, thank you, Tony.
do it.
Okay, that concludes that. Did you say you had a couple, but you don't have the addresses?
I don't have the addresses right now, but if I can send you a couple addresses, Tony, and you have time to maybe look at them before next meeting.
That's all he has is time.
I'm sure he's got nothing else to do.
I just twiddle my thumb.
Yeah, there's a couple that are,
Okay, and you're just...
In writing.
Okay, all right.
neighbors are complaining.
Yeah.
So.
Okay.
Any other public comment?
Rick, before you
Yeah.
jump into that, we never got to the Bird property.
Oh, that's right, I was
Last
gonna.
So, with all of the interesting things that occurred at last month's meeting, I
Yeah,
think it slipped everyone's mind.
yeah,
So, we got an order back from the Court of Appeals, it was probably right before our last meeting. The Court of Appeals has affirmed Judge Parent's order denying our request, to, relieve ourselves of the Bird property.
yeah.
So, there's a few options at this point in time. Under our trial rules, we would have 45 days from the date of the Court of Appeals order to file what's called a petition to transfer to the United Supreme Court. That would be
our last step, right?
That's your last possible recourse is with the Supreme Court. That would be due probably sometime in the next, I would say, 7 to 10 days-ish.
Okay.
If that's the route you guys wanted to go. Obviously, there's time, expense associated with that.
Yeah.
And given the way things have gone thus far,
I can almost.
I don't necessarily expect the Supreme Court to take a different view or even to accept the case, right? Because while appeals are essentially mandatory, everybody gets one shot at appeal.
Yeah.
The Supreme Court is very selective in the cases they take.
They hear.
So there's always the possibility that you file the petitions, the Supreme Court does not grant you transfer, and then you're just stuck with, where we're at right now. The second option kind of takes us back to Judge Parent's parting words, if you will, to Mr. Bird, and that was that if he didn't do something to the property, that, if it happened a second time, he might have a different view on it. We don't believe that we want to ever put this thing back in the judge's hands. Part of the reasoning for
The transfer.
going this way was because we had Mr. Bird living in the property, which is pretty unusual considering the types of properties that we normally address. Looking back to the statute and the cases, our advice moving forward would be, if you don't want a petition to transfer, is that Tony go and make a visit to the Bird residence and take a peek and see if the property is unsafe. If it is unsafe, then we just do our normal process here, including, noticing them up to appear, letting them come in, tell their story, whatever they're going to do. If they don't appear, the board can enter its order, affirm its order, and then, similar to Graves or any other one, there's a 30-day period for them to appeal it to the trial court. In the event they don't, then the order becomes final, and it converts, instead of essentially asking the court to approve a demolition, it's asking the court to remove them so we can knock the house down because we have a valid demolition order from this board that wasn't appealed.
Okay.
So that would be
the route.
our preferred course.
Yes.
It might actually be quicker than waiting on the Supreme Court, and it's certainly going to be a little,
Maybe with a better outcome.
yeah, I would presume so. I mean, of
Yeah.
course, I never know what the Court of Appeals or the Supreme Court's going to do. Certainly don't know what, a new unsafe premises report's going to say. But, that is probably the preferred method, is handling things in here. And, then if people don't show up here, they don't appeal, then they've waived their rights, and trying to undo it on the back end is much more difficult.
Yeah. Okay.
So do I need to make a motion to have Tony go back and review them?
I mean, we're looking for some direction right now. So if you
Okay.
guys,
Just
I mean,
Why
specifically
don't we
because
just take a vote, do it that way, Colleen?
the time is counting down on the petition to transfer, we just need to know if you guys want us to file it. If you don't, then certainly you guys can just direct Tony to go back out there. I don't know, we need a motion for that because it's not even on the agenda right now.
Yeah.
But just direct him to go back out there again to investigate a possible
And
unsafe
we'll have a
structure.
report maybe next month. if
Yeah, I
that's what we
think
do.
And then-
Yeah, that's what
We just start over.
Gonna tear something down. that
Yeah, I
could be
think
repaired.
we just talked, and I think we're gonna pass on the Supreme Court this time. And
Okay.
Do it.
It'll be another day, Rick.
Yeah, I sure hope so.
Yeah, read this all the first word.
Yeah, don't do that.
How many were on the Court of Appeals? Just
Three. Just
three.
three.
Is it, was it unanimous, or?
Mhm.
Of course it was, okay. Okay, I think we'll pass on the Supreme Court.
Okay.
Yeah.
Our
We'll
luck
just
with the
have
judges
Tony
don't
go back
seem to
over
be,
there.
yeah.
No, I know that it was.
Start the
Huh?
process.
Take it back to
Yeah, I don't think we can, but, yeah, Tony, if you could do that,
Yeah,
thank you, sir.
He can't
Yeah.
wait.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. There is.
And we just need whatever report Tony issues to be current, updated.
Yeah, so we have
All
a
that stuff,
current
so we have
report.
the best
Yeah,
information, and we
yeah.
go from there.
Absolutely, absolutely. Okay, thanks for that update, Brian. But that gives us direction and a way to go, so it's good. All right, any public comment? Public comment? Public comment. Seeing none, this meeting is now adjourned. Next meeting, August 17th.